As the chorus to defer the assembly elections grows in Punjab, the poll panel is meeting shortly to discuss this demand. Earlier, after Chief Minister Channi requested the Election Commission to postpone the elections by a week because of Guru Ravidas Jayanti, Union Minister Som Prakash also wrote to Election Commission requesting them to reschedule elections post 18th February. BJP ally Captain Amarinder's Punjab Lok Congress has also supported Congress's demand to defer the polls. The request was made because a scheduled caste community will be visiting Varanasi on the occasion of Ravidas Jayanti from 10th February to 16 and will be unable to cast their vote. Ravidas was known for his work to remove casteism from society. Sikh Dalits see Ravidas as their spiritual guide. So his birthplace in Varanasi is a significant pilgrimage for the devotees. 32% of Punjab's population are Dalits and 10% followers of Guru Ravidas. According to Chief Minister Channi, 20 lakh devotees will visit Varanasi on Ravidas Jayanti.
पंजाब क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा पंजाब के जोड़े लोग ने वो श्री गुरु रविदास जी महाराज च श्रद्धा रखते ने उन्हों का गुरपुरब मनाते ने और लखां की तादाद जोड़े श्रद्धालु ने वो बनारस भी जाते ने गुरपुरब मनाने लई सो इन्हां हालातां च उन्हां लखां श्रद्धालुआं लई 14 फरवरी नूं वोटां पाना संभव नहीं होएगा सो असीं इलैक्शन कमिश्नर साहब नूं बेनती कीती है कि जिहड़ा डेट है पोलिंग दी वोटिंग दी उस डेट नूं थोड़ा अगे वधाया जाए ताकि वो लखां श्रद्धालु श्रद्धा नाल अपना उत्सव भी मना सकन गुरपुरब भी मना सकन और फिर अपने लोकतंत्रिक अधिकार की वरतों करके वोट भी पा सकन.
Manjeet is now joining us live for the very latest. Manjeet, the biggest question here is UP even allowing pilgrimages, the devotees to come in for a pilgrimage at the moment? Of course, the netas and the political parties in Punjab would not like to lose their voter base of 20 lakh voters. But the bigger question is on Uttar Pradesh. In a pandemic, are they even open to these many pilgrim devotees?
Well, Chaitiji, Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi has also claimed that 20 lakh devotees will be visiting the temple of the city of temples Varanasi between 10th of February to 14th of February, but the figure is quite high. And secondly, why these leaders were silent when the Election Commission officials visited Punjab before announcing the poll dates. All we know is that Congress was voted 41% votes during 2017 elections, and the party is also expecting a psychological spin this time after Charanjit Singh Channi was elevated as the Chief Minister. Other parties are also eyeing Dalit votes. Last time BJP and Akali Dal was polled 37%, Aam Aadmi Party was polled 17% votes. So this time they are also eyeing the chunk of this Dalit vote share. That is why these politicians want that poll dates be deferred till 20th of February. They want that all the voters belonging to the Dalit community should exercise their right to franchise. That is why the dates to poll are being requested through the ESI to be extended till 20th of February. But there are political grounds than the reality grounds, and the figures given by the politicians that 20 lakh and thousands are expected to visit Varanasi are not confirmed. But it is due to the political reasons that the dates are now being requested to be extended and not 14th as announced by the
The question here is, where does this end really? You know, Manjeet, you've got something coming up now, then you'll have something else coming up. Will the EC be even taking cognizance? Has there been a previous precedence?
Well, meeting is scheduled to take place today, and in which the appeals made by various parties, be it the Congress or be it the Aam Aadmi Party, be it the Shirmani Akali Dal or Punjab Lok Congress, will be taken into consideration. It is the Election Commission of India to decide, but the political parties here in Punjab want that polls are deferred till 20th of February.
All right, thanks Manjeet for joining us with the latest. 32 farm unions of Punjab launched protests together over the farm laws back in 2020. Turns out they were united in agitation, but they are now divided in elections. As Punjab prepares for the February 14 vote, the state's farmers contesting the polls have lost fraternity support. Here's a special report by my colleague Harmeet Shah Singh from Punjab.
Together in solidarity. Punjab's 32 farmer unions in rare unison for a year along the borders of New Delhi. United in agitation, divided in elections. 10 of the 32 unions are clearly not with the farmers contesting the polls. Worse, Punjab's largest Bharatiya Kisan Union Ekta Uttarakhand has now declared it won't even formally support the farmer party in elections.
ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਵੋਟ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਚੋਣਾਂ 'ਚ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਵੋਟਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੇਡਰ ਨੂੰ ਖੁੱਲੀ ਛੁੱਟੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਉਹ ਪਾਉਣ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਉਹ ਨਾ ਪਾਉਣ
Led by 78-year-old farmer leader Balbir Singh Rajewal, the Sanyukt Samaj Morcha of the 22 farmer unions is fielding candidates on all 117 seats of the state. This in a seat-sharing arrangement with the Sanyukt Sangharsh Party of the Haryana-based farmer leader Gurnaam Singh Charoni.
Farmers in Punjab's electoral battle insist they want to bring in politics of economic inclusion and collective decision-making. But an ambiguous and unequivocal support from the state's entire farming community is critical for success at the hustings.
Uttarakhand's left-leaning union is believed to hold sway in Punjab's Malwa belt, home to as many as 69 seats. The union in general opposes the lawmaking process, which it alleges favors big business houses and global economic agenda. If that wasn't enough, another setback just arrived. The joint front of farmers involved in the protest has parted company with Punjab's Sanyukt Samaj Morcha.
हमारा कोई विरोध करने का कोई अधिकार किसी का नहीं है उनने बनाया वे चुनाव अपना लड़े लेकिन संयुक्त मोर्चे का नाम ना ले और 4 महीने के बाद में हम पूर्ण रूप से बातचीत होगी उसके बाद में क्या रहेगा वे वापसी आएंगे क्या रहेगा उसके बाद की बात
S.S. Boparai, a former IAS official and several other retired bureaucrats launched the Kirti Kisan Forum in support of protesting farmers last year. A proponent of farmers' direct participation in politics, this Padma Shri recipient calls for farmer unity in Punjab elections.
Politics not being allowed in economic activity, I think that is a hassle which is bothering the minds of the farmers. I think they should get out of this mental block, get into politics and support each other and win the elections and sort out the problems of the farmers.
A potential alliance between the farmers' political wing and the Aam Aadmi Party also did not materialize. The Sanyukt Kisan Morcha is awaiting recognition from the Election Commission.
Time is running out for the February 14 vote in Punjab. But at least at this stage, the style of the state's farming leadership looks completely at odds with the camaraderie they displayed during the agitation. With camera person Dalveer Singh, this is Harmeet Shah Singh from Kapurthala for India Today.
A fresh face-off has erupted in political Pradesh over SP's Kairana candidate. Yogi has alleged that the Samajwadi Party has given the ticket to the person behind Hindu exodus in Kairana. Samajwadi Party chief is on the back foot now and has said that the party will now field a family member of the arrested candidate instead. Take a look.
Yet another former Yogi minister joining Akhilesh Yadav's Samajwadi Party. After jumping ship, Dara Singh Chauhan lashed out at the Yogi government.
17 में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनी थी। ये नारा दिया गया था कि सबका साथ सबका विकास। साथ तो सबका लिया लेकिन विकास कुछ चंद लोगों का हुआ। 85 तो हमारा है, 15 में भी बंटवारा है। बंटवारा का मैं तो केवल 85-15 नहीं, हम तो 100 के 100 बात कहते हैं।
The BJP, despite a series of reverses, flaunted a prize catch. Encounter specialist and former IPS officer Asim Arun joined the Saffron Party. The former Kanpur top cop is likely to contest from Samajwadi Party stronghold Kannauj. He claimed he used to come under pressure to let off criminals under Akhilesh government.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार में और अन्य सरकारों में ये बहुत बड़ा अंतर रहा कि पिछली सरकारों में इस तरह के फोन पुलिस अधिकारियों के पास आया करते थे कि ये अपराधी तो हैं लेकिन ये सुधरने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं, इनको मदद करो, क्योंकि इशारा हुआ करता था और कभी कभी डायरेक्ट रूप से कहा जाता था। लेकिन इस तरह के प्रपंच और इस तरह के अपराध हुआ करते थे जिस पे पिछले 5 वर्षों में बहुत रोक लगी है।
The BJP was quick to compare former cop Asim Arun with SP ticket for Kairana riot accused Nahid Hassan, claiming that rioters are inducted in Samajwadi Party and those who bring rioters to books join BJP.
समाजवादी पार्टी गठबंधन की जो सूची आई है उस सूची को भी सबने देखा है। कैराना में हिंदू व्यापारियों के पलायन के लिए जिम्मेदार लोगों को टिकट देना, मुजफ्फरनगर के दंगाइयों को टिकट देना, पेशेवर हिस्ट्री सीटर को और अपराधियों को टिकट देना, ये समाजवादी पार्टी और गठबंधन के चरित्र को उजागर कर देता है।
असीम अरुण जी के आने से लाखों युवाओं को आगे आने का अवसर मिलेगा। समाजवादी पार्टी में वो जाते हैं जो दंगा करते हैं, भारतीय जनता पार्टी में वो शामिल होते हैं जो दंगाइयों को पकड़ते हैं।
Kanpur Police Commissioner has joined Bharatiya Janata Party and turned into a neta. And soon after joining Bharatiya Janata Party, he claimed that he used to get calls to let off criminals when he was posted in UPATS or as Commissioner of Kanpur or in his previous postings. So it's a clear-cut attack on Samajwadi Party and Bahujan Samaj Party.
Arrest of the Kairana SP candidate Nahid Hassan under the Gangsters Act led SP chief Akhilesh Yadav calling it a desperate attempt by BJP to win polls. But the SP chief revealed a rethink over the Kairana ticket.
तो अगर उनको गिरफ्तार कर लिया है तो उनके परिवार में जिनके ऊपर एक भी मुकदमा नहीं होगा उनको टिकट देंगे। ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी वाले अंग्रेजी की कहावत ही नहीं जानते। कहावत जानते भी होंगे तो डिप्रेशन में चले गए हैं, डैमेज कंट्रोल में चले गए तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा होगा। एक अंग्रेजी में कहावत है, स्ट्राइक द आयरन व्हेन इट इज हॉट।
Speculation surged that the Saffron party has been able to breach the Yadav clan. Sources say Mulayam's younger Bahu, Aparna Yadav, is likely to join BJP. The sister-in-law of Akhilesh Yadav is likely to contest on BJP ticket from Lucknow. With Samarth Srivastav in Lucknow, Bureau Report, India Today.
Ahead of the Uttarakhand Assembly polls, Minister Harak Singh Rawat has been dismissed from the state cabinet. He has also been expelled from the primary membership of BJP for 6 years. Speaking to India Today, he said that he will now be joining Congress, but has not yet met Sonia Gandhi as yet. He also claimed that Congress will form the government in the state. Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami has also written to the governor about the removal of Rawat from the cabinet. BJP has also said that this gives a strong message that the BJP is a party that does not tolerate indiscipline and does not bow down to any pressure of any kind. Rawat, who represents the Kotdwar seat in the state assembly, is said to have been seeking a ticket, for his daughter-in-law Anukriti Gusain from Lansdowne constituency and a change of seat for himself. Rawat was in the news recently when he threatened to resign from the state cabinet, insisting on his demand for a medical college in Haridwar.
मेरे लिए आज सबसे बड़ी खुशी का दिन है कि जो एक बोझ था मेरे मन में और मैं कोई ना निगल सक रहा था ना उगल सक रहा था, आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी का मैं नेतृत्व का बहुत धन्यवाद दे रहा हूं कि उन्होंने मुझे निष्कासित किया। मुझे एक शायद उनके इस निर्णय से उत्तराखंड का भला होने वाला है, उत्तराखंड के लोगों को कुछ अच्छा होने वाला है। देखिए, कांग्रेस सरकार प्रदेश में पहले ही भी आ रही थी, लेकिन अब पूरे प्रचंड बहुमत से आएगी कि जिससे कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी को तोड़फोड़ करने का, जिस तरह 2016 में हमारे माध्यम से तोड़फोड़ की, इस तरह तोड़फोड़ करने का मौका भारतीय जनता पार्टी को नहीं मिलेगा।
हमारी पार्टी हमेशा विकासवाद पर चलने वाली पार्टी है। राष्ट्रवाद पर चलने वाली पार्टी है, वंशवाद से दूर चलने वाली पार्टी है। यहाँ पर चूंकि स्थितियां ऐसी हो गई कि वो अपने समेत अपने परिवार के लिए और अन्य लोगों के लिए पार्टी पर दबाव कर रहे थे, तो इसलिए पार्टी ने निर्णय लिया।
Tableau politics escalates ahead of Republic Day parade after Mamata Banerjee, Karnataka's leader of opposition Siddaramaiah, has cornered the Modi government, alleging rejection of a tableau featuring Kerala reformer Narayan Guru. While seeking an apology, the Congress leader in a series of tweets accused Centre of disrespecting Kannada icon Narayana Guru and added that rejection of his tableau has exposed the BJP. Narayan Guru was a social reformer who fought against the caste system and led reform movement in Kerala. Siddaramaiah's charges come after Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee wrote a letter to Prime Minister alleging exclusion of Netaji's tableau. Mamata in a letter said that the centre's decision has hurt the sentiments of people in Bengal and asked the Prime Minister to reconsider the decision. She's further alleged that the tableau was abruptly excluded from Republic Day parade without giving any explanation to the state.
This is the third time the central government is rejecting the tableau of Sri Guru Narayan. Guru Narayan is a great saint of Kerala. It's very unfortunate that people who talk of social justice, people who talk of respecting the Hindu sentiments, or rejecting the man who was solely responsible to stop the exodus of Hindus from its fold to Christianity or Islam. It's very unfortunate. It clearly shows the hidden agenda of the Bharatiya Janata Party or the RSS, wherein they don't tolerate anybody other than the people who believe in Manusmriti. This is a very sad part.
As the standoff over import duties continues between the centre and Tesla, a number of state governments are apparently trying to outdo each other in rolling out the red carpet for the American electric vehicle manufacturer. After Telangana and Maharashtra, Punjab appears to be the latest to invite the company. Here's a news report.
He's known for his super slick, futuristic, zero-emissions supercars. And now billionaire Elon Musk is spoiled for choice. Indian states are furiously competing to drive in Musk's Tesla, sending out one invite after another to the e-car giant to set up shop. Punjab Congress Chief Navjot Singh Sidhu dashed an invite on Twitter offering industrial city Ludhiana as the hub for Tesla. And a slew of sops like single window clearance. Musk had sparked off the furious race after tweeting about a lot of challenges with the government. Musk's tweet led to several states rushing in with invites for the billionaire. Telangana's Industry and Commerce Minister K.T. Ramarao was the first one to invite Tesla to invest in the state. West Bengal's Minority Affairs and Madrasa Education Minister Mohammad Ghulam Rabbani asked Musk to invest in his state as it has the best infrastructure. The Aghadi government in Maharashtra was not left behind. Water Resources Minister and State NCP Chief Jayant Patil also invited Tesla. But despite clamour by states, the centre has rejected Elon Musk's claims on facing challenges. Sources say that Musk is merely trying to put pressure on the government through social media and wants a cut in import duties on its cars without committing to Make in India. The central government even asserting that they will not bow to such pressure tactics. Bureau Report, India Today.
6 days after a 15-year-old girl was kidnapped, brutalized and left to die in Rajasthan's Alwar, Rajasthan government is going to be recommending the centre to hand over the case to the CBI. This after no arrests have been made so far in the case. Here's a report.
It's been a week since a 15-year-old deaf and mute girl was kidnapped, brutalized and left to die on a flyover. And with every passing day, the case gets murkier. India Today has now exclusively tracked a new eyewitness in the case. A tempo driver who initially denied any knowledge of the minor girl, but later accepted that he ferried her for 20 kilometers.
फिर 1:05 के करीब वो लड़की वहाँ से बैठी, उन्होंने हाथ दिया था, रोड पे खड़ी थी,
तो हाथ दिया, मैंने रोक ली, वो बैठ गई। उसके बाद मैं चल दिया। फिर धावाड़ा स्कूल पे 3 सवारी और मिली थी लेडीज, वो टेम्पो में बैठ गई। उसके बाद एक सवारी सावड़ी में मिली थी।
अच्छा।
फिर 5 सवारी उमरैन में मिली थी।
कुल कितनी सवारियां थी गाड़ी में उस समय?
13 सवारी थी सर।
और ये बताएं वो कहाँ पर उतरी थी, कितनी दूर है वो जगह अकबरपुर से?
20 किलोमीटर है और वो मोनिया की प्याऊ उतरी थी।
When asked why he changed his statement, Raju said he was scared of the police.
डर गया था सर, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं। उसके बाद मैंने उनको बोल दिया सर मेरी गाड़ी में बैठ के आई थी।
फिर पुलिस का क्या रिएक्शन था?
मेरे से पूछताछ की, भाई तुमने बताया क्यों नहीं, मैं तुम्हारी गाड़ी में बैठ के आई थी। तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, मैं डर गया था और मैंने फिर बाद में बता दिया।
But the probe has been moving at a snail's pace. Not only have the cops failed to make a headway in the case, they have also made a U-turn, claiming that the minor was never raped.
प्रथम दृष्टया इसमें डेफिनेटली दुष्कर्म का मामला है और हमने उसमें मुकदमा दर्ज करके तुरंत कार्रवाई शुरू कर दी है। इसमें एक SIT मेरे द्वारा तुरंत प्रभाव से गठित कर दी गई है और इसमें हमारी 6 टीमें हैं जो लगातार प्रयास कर रही हैं आरोपियों को चिन्हित करके उनको पकड़ने का।
अभी तक की मेडिकल रिपोर्ट से यही है कि जो दोनों सेक्सुअल ऑर्गन्स हैं वो इंटैक्ट हैं और किसी भी तरीके का पेनिट्रेटिव असॉल्ट नहीं पाया गया है मेडिकल रिपोर्ट्स में। आगे और जो हमारे पास एविडेंसेस आएंगे उस बेसिस पे हम आगे अभी भी अनुसंधान कर रहे हैं।
Distraught by the new claims, the family of the victim is demanding a CBI probe.
आज या कल हमने कुछ और बयान सुने हैं जिसमें इसको मेडिकल रिपोर्ट या कुछ और तथ्यों के आधार पे इसको क्या झुठलाया जा रहा है, जो कि मेरे हिसाब से ये सही नहीं है। तो हम चाहते हैं कि सरकार जल्दी से जल्दी या प्रशासन जल्दी से जल्दी 2 या 3 दिन के अंदर इसके जो अपराधी हैं उनको पकड़े, नहीं तो ये जो जांच है CBI को सौंप दी जाए।
पुलिस वालों ने तो ये रेप केस बताया था, अब फिर बाद में अब 4 दिन हो गए, 4 दिन बाद कह रहे हैं कि ये एक्सीडेंट केस है। ऐसा मिनट में बदलना ये गलत है।
The state government has been facing flack over the way it has handled the case. A group of girl students who flocked to the Alwar collector's office seeking justice and protection against eve teasers were reprimanded by the top official. The collector was caught on camera accusing the girls of playing politics.
आपके नंबर दो, पापा जी के नंबर दो, आपके मोबाइल नंबर दो, तो आपके पापा जी से सुनीता बात करो ना, आपकी बच्ची पढ़ने आई है या राजनीति कर रही है। और दूसरे मैं बच्चों को मेरी तरफ से राय दूंगा, आप पढ़ाई करिए, ठीक है ना? तब तो पढ़ाई करेंगे। आजा बेटा,
The Alwar rape case can soon become an albatross around the Rajasthan government's neck if not investigated properly. Ashok Gehlot, who has asked the opposition to not make baseless statements in the case, can do well to direct the district police chief to focus on the matter at hand rather than make contradictory statements about a case in which no arrests have been made even after more than 90 hours have passed. With Nikhil Sharma, Devankur Vadhavan in Alwar, India Today.
Prime Minister Modi is all set to address World Economic Forum's Davos agenda virtual meeting. The virtual event will start from 17 January and conclude on 21st. The Davos event will feature heads of states and government, CEOs, other leaders to address critical challenges. This is the second consecutive year that the forum has had to host the summit digitally due to COVID pandemic. The event is being convened on the theme of the state of the world. In addition to Modi, Japan's Prime Minister, United Nations Secretary General, European Commission President, Australian Prime Minister, they will all attend the summit. The forum has been hosting its annual meeting in Swiss ski resort town of Davos for 50 years now. But it could not take place in 2021 due to the pandemic. The event has been deferred till early summer for this year as well due to the ongoing surge.